a dealer can. Dreams a deal any size. They got good stuff they will buy. They're Snyder and Carbo Man. Comic art, comic books too. They got lots of collectibles, old and new. At the shop or a show or two, got stuff to sell, they'll come to you. Hey there, Snyder and Carbo Man. It's a thrill to buy, all neat stuff day or night. The expertise is high, but their price is just right. Snyder Man, Carbo Man, friendly neighborhood dealer man. Kind of comics you're looking for,
Making you happy is their reward each day.
You'll never know what sprang up. Comics and art to hang up. Snyder and Carbo Man. Live!
And it's live from Moonachie, New Jersey today. We're out here in another. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. I'm Anthony, and this is the Carbo Man.
Carbo, I'm Sharon.
Selling Heroes today. And we are the Selling Heroes. And we're coming to you from the worldwide headquarters of Anthony's Comic Book Art. Beautifully and artfully assisted by Mike Carbonaro, Sharon Snyder, and Chris Pomerine, me, the musical man, the living soundtrack.
And we live, breathe, eat, wake up,
Sleep.
all of that
Dream,
stuff. And
everything.
buy and sell comic books, collectibles, and all the stuff your dreams are made of. And
Yes.
ours too.
I'm on an all-paper diet. My doctor recommended it. Low carbs. I don't know. Does paper have carbs?
You
Mike?
know, right away I want to say something that bothers me, but it's a good bother. We've been telling you to buy this book. It's literally gone up almost 50% since we started telling you to buy this book over a month ago. Fantastic
is this?
448, the first appearance of the Silver Surfer.
Number 448.
Yes.
And I heard some stories which I can't repeat concerning it, which, if they're true, would make this book go up even more.
The Silver
And the stories
Surfer.
bring tingles to me when I hear about it.
Yes.
Silver Surfer is one of my favorite
The
characters.
ultimate cosmic
Possibly
character.
making an appearance in
Hello.
Avengers number 4.
Surfing man.
What are you saying, Mike? What
That's
are you saying?
That's all I
a
can
rumor?
say. It's a rumor.
Possibly.
It's a rumor. It's a rumor, but it's a good one.
What is it?
Like good rumor. If you eat it, you'll die sooner.
Come on, give us
Like
a little.
the ice cream.
A little
I
bit
want
of info.
some kind of scientist to text in, chat in about what the nutritional value of Silver Age comics are to eat.
Well, I think it has to do with how much mold they
Oh
have.
yes, that's
The more mold,
probiotics.
the more mold, the merrier.
like old cheese.
Right.
Just like Mike's suitcases that he never unpacked when he empties his storage spaces, and he's got 10 suitcases from different
true.
trips, and you open them and there's just mold in it from
But there's
dirty
good
laundry.
comic books in the mold.
Oh
Yeah,
my
good
God!
comic books.
Buried-
Aged
buried
like
in the
fine
mold.
wine.
How many suitcases have you thrown away from this warehouse, Mike?
Dozens,
Yeah.
at least. At
There's
least.
probably
So,
some still hiding in
so
that
again, FF 48, 49,
Buy it.
and now 50 has gotten really good because there's a great picture of the Silver Surfer on it. So I think 48 and 50 are the two books that are really going to. 49's in the middle, and it's good. It's got a great shot, Galactus. But 50 now, having the Surfer on the front cover of it, is an awesome book to have.
That
So
would be
there you
his
go.
first cover appearance. And the Silver Surfer was always my favorite
So
character.
cool.
When I was a child, I imagined being the Silver
Got it?
Surfer could be, you know, your version of heaven. You could just to soar around the cosmic skyways.
That's what I feel like when I'm at a comic convention.
You know, that's-
Silver Surfer. The aisles were a little bit thin this last weekend at the show we were at,
my
but
God.
nevertheless,
I have pictures.
I'm going to be
Mike.
going back there next year.
How was Philadelphia?
It was okay. It wasn't as crowded as we expected, but I think they're moving into August of next year, and they plan for a really big show.
It was
I'm
like a
still
ghost town.
listening.
There
I'm
you
still
go.
hearing crickets from that
No.
show floor.
Actually, it was kind of easy to get around, so I did a lot of
Oh,
business
yeah.
out
You
of
could
it.
have
There's
driven
no
a car
problem
down
getting
the aisles.
around.
It was pretty.
But there you go.
I
So
set a record. at that show.
Oh, no.
For most
You
times.
stayed at the from beginning to end.
No, most times falling asleep at my booth.
Well, there you go.
no.
I don't know. We did business. You did business.
I know,
there was a
but,
lot of business to be done.
I mean, honestly, if there was 9 out of 10 transactions with other dealer types,
Well,
the people trying to make
I
stuff
actually like
happen
that
and make their
idea
show
about having a
worthwhile.
dealer show. I think that might be a really good idea to have a dealer show.
Oh, so your idea is sort of a prototype. Don't let any customers in.
No. That's the
What?
opposite.
Don't let any buyers in. Go with
All
the
right.
wizard model.
So I think today what we're going to do is we're going to a tour of your warehouse.
Yes, we're here to explore all the ins and outs of the warehouse, what I call the warehouse. It's where we take care of all the worldwide mail orders for Anthony's Comic Book Art, and where all the people that are employed by this company suck the teat. The teat. The teat.
I'm not sure what that is, but whatever it is.
You know, cats have teats, you know, from,
Oh, yeah, you're from,
Meet the Fockers.
yeah.
Okay,
You
great.
must suck the teat.
Okay, great.
Yeah, great. All right, well, I like this box because it's got a Kirby FF. Like, this is a poster, remember?
Oh yeah. That was a poster.
This
right.
was a Marvel Mania
Marvel
poster.
Mania poster, I believe.
Wasn't it?
No, it was maybe. I forget that one now. But
But
something
this is
like that. I've
definitely
seen
a
that image. Yeah.
Kirby Synod. And on the other side is my guy, Esad Rabek, the guy who has redone the cover to FF1.
Is Assad
Well,
coming
do
in
you
for
have
the
the
show
art?
next week?
Yes.
You have
So
the
he
art
will
to
be
this?
there at your
I
table.
sold that art to the owner of Heritage.
Aw.
He's a old school fan, and this is a what they call a virgin variant or naked variant. Which one?
Both.
I think
Naked
the
Virgin.
best kind is naked,
Naked
virgin.
Virgin.
Yes.
That was the name of an
High five.
album by John Lennon. Okay.
Oh yeah, well, you know, Sharon.
Okay.
All right, now,
that's
now,
a
we're
So
moving
Assad
on.
will be in. So if people want to see Assad, they come to your booth.
Yes,
That's cool.
Assad Rabik, the artist that
Do
I
you know
worked
your
with.
booth number, or you'll be against the wall and you have a big sign?
I'm against that wall
The
in
right
the middle
wall as you
aisle.
walk in.
And then I have your old space.
There you go.
Which
is getting
number-
older.
Yes.
No idea what it
We're
is.
all getting older, Mike. We have no alternative.
All right, so what do we want to talk about concerning this stuff over here?
Well, I just wanted to dress up the place because it's, you know, it's a crappy front of a warehouse. I don't know.
So we got all this stuff in the warehouse, and I think there's tons of it that I've sold you or we've made deals on, so I know lots of stuff about what's going on in there. Hey, maybe they can drop some stuff.
live from Teterboro Airport, Moonachie, New Jersey, where they take off and
Do you
land.
want to introduce some of the people that work in the warehouse? And tell them, say hello, or do we go
No, I
inside?
don't want to talk to those people.
Okay, well, there you go. Some of our friends.
Come on.
This is cool because this is an Esad cover and it features this dude. What's his name? Huh? Gore? Gore, yes. So, is this the cover that's spiked up?
That's one of them.
One of them, yeah.
What do you mean spiked up? The price
Okay,
went
this
like
character, come in, Connolly, and explain why this character is happening.
Yeah, I don't understand this one yet.
So Gore, the God Killer, wasn't he the God Killer?
God Killer.
Is
yes.
this from the Thor
But
series?
You gotta step around, dude.
Yeah, come on around. Join the family.
Okay, so Gore, they call him the God Killer, but this black stuff is also a symbiote, which is very, very hip, which you're about to
Topical.
see very shortly. But yeah, this guy's first appearance has jumped up in value, and yeah, he's a very big proponent as far
What
as
is
God
this
of
cover? What is the
symbiotes.
number of the comic book? Is
This
It's
is from,
Thor, God of Thunder,
I think-
right?
Yeah,
No,
God
or
of
God
Thunder.
Killer.
No, God of Thunder.
Yeah,
I
God
don't know
of-
the exact
Number
issue
one,
number of this
seven,
I
one.
should
Four.
know this since I'm trying to sell it for
Yeah.
$5,000.
I think you should know too.
It's only the art that matters in reality.
I have
it's
the
like
art
5.
in this box, damn
Yeah.
it. Look.
Sounds
Number 5?
Yeah,
I
it's
like
either
box
5
art.
or
Don't you
7.
like box art, Mike?
Love box art.
Cool. Thor God
All
of
right,
Thunder.
I think it's time to go
Maybe
into the
number
warehouse
5.
then.
Maybe number 5.
I'm ready to see
Hopefully
what
number 5.
see
Well,
what
do you
new
want to do any
requirements.
business of
Do you want to
this
do a
stuff?
deal?
Yeah, I wanna
Okay,
do
we can
some
do a quick
business.
deal. Fine.
I didn't get enough business
We do
this
a quick
weekend.
deal.
I want some more business.
We got an Eternals run. No number 2, but a number 1 through whatever here.
Which is number 2, the first Celestials or whatever?
Yeah, there was no number 2 in it, but you get a Sandman instead. We got a complete run of Commandy, I think we got here.
It's Command.
Complete run of
Commandy. Commandy from number 1 to 45.
All right, let me see these things. What's the condition of these, Mike? Are they any good?
They're okay. They're okay. VG, whatever. 150 bucks for the whole for both piles, and you
This
can
is a
have
big
all
stack.
these pulps for 50 bucks more,
Commandy.
including the Secret 6.
Oh, wow.
So 200 bucks for the deal, and you get a
What's
Bob
Secret
Hope with it.
6?
Bob Hope.
This is a
I'll
big
throw
stack
these in
of-
with the other
I've
deal.
never seen this. What is
200
this?
bucks. I think that's a pretty good deal.
People say I look like
I
Bob
got
Hope.
another deal that
What
you're
is
gonna
the
like.
Secret 6, please
You were
tell me.
complaining to me that the deals were not so good, so I'm gonna make these easy deals to make to you.
Easy peasy.
There's 30 books here.
I want to know what
At
this
10
is.
bucks a piece, that's 300. 200 bucks for the pile of them. All 10-cent books. So 200 and 200 is 400. You don't even need to look at these.
I don't even need to look at them.
No.
The deals.
Look, glamorous romances,
Don't
tense
even
suspense.
need to look at deals.
They're all $20 to $30 books.
Wait a minute. Let's.
All right, we still
So,
don't know.
let's take the brain out of it.
200 bucks for the pile, so we're at 400.
I'm doing a
There
mind
you go.
cramp.
How's
I'm
that?
doing
And
a
you get the
Vulcan
box.
Dexter.
And since you like boxes so much, you get the box to put it. By the way, this is really
Right.
good. The Secret 6.
Great.
That's one of
I
those
was
covers.
asking you what these were because
these-
a lot of people don't know what these are.
Oh, okay. So pulps. So we're going to talk about pulps for a second. Pulps are the precursors of the comic books. They
Yes.
were the original pulp
Original
fiction.
comics, pretty
Okay, lots of words and some pictures, but it's really the covers. These wonderful covers that were that the artists drew,
cool.
and
The
it's the
absolute best
beginning of
part
the
of them.
superheroes. Tarzan started in the pulps.
The Shadow.
Buck Rogers,
Doc
the
Savage.
Shadow, Doc
Doc
Savage.
Savage.
Okay,
Oh,
and
wow.
there were the comic strips in the newspapers, which became, as I see it, comic book strips. Take the word strip out, and you have your comic books and the planets. The original superheroes come from these pulp magazines. The reason they're called pulp, they were made from pulp paper, the cheapest, least expensive paper from the trees.
Right?
Okay?
No, it was
And really-
recycled pulp. They made a pulp that's goo of it was like leftover sawdust and crap.
It
was-
literally, and it was the least,
Yeah, it
pulp
was the
paper,
worst
the
quality
worst.
paper.
And there was lots of paperbacks that were made out of that at the time, and so the word pulp fiction
Excuse my butt, Chris.
came
These are really
from this.
cool.
So these pulps, and even the least expensive pulp is worth like $10. So these are planets from the planet world, and that's a great
So
one.
those
Yeah,
are
classic.
Look at
late
this one.
30s,
Late
early
30s, early 40s. But the same company, Fiction House, that made the Planet Comics, created the pulps. And the pulps are great. I mean, you could just, stories on endless, ad infinitum. Jim
Well,
Steranko.
let's talk about the authors that started in pulps.
So cool.
Like, for
Robert
instance,
E. Howard. I mean,
Robert
Conan
E.
the
Howard.
Barbarian began in Weird Tales.
Yep.
Okay, Robert E.
How
Howard.
about L. Ron Hubbard?
Oh, really?
The
Yeah,
guy that founded
Scientology. Yeah,
Scientology.
H.P. Lovecraft.
He was
He
a
was a-
sci-fi writer.
He was a science fiction writer.
Yep.
H.P. Lovecraft.
And he wrote a science fiction religion that people follow.
Jim Steranko is an expert on the pulps
dun.
and still collects pulps to this day. I was at a pulp
at this
convention
one.
a year ago, and I'm coming back from buying a comic deal at 2 in the morning, and there's Jim at the convention. He had literally bought at the auction that night, and he was taking his pulps and putting them into his car at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
He
So,
loves pulps. Last
you know-
time I talked to him, I bought a piece of art from him. And, I'm just strolling by.
They're cool.
So the pulps are pretty cool. All right, so we got a deal for $400 for this stack. You should be pretty happy with this
So
one.
we got the Commandy, we got the Pulps, and then what else is in
And-
that deal?
You want to make? Here you go. I got another deal that you're gonna like to get it up to that $500 pile.
It's a
I don't know.
no-brainer, right, Mike?
This
I
is a
can't use my
no-brainer.
brain.
You got 2 Marilyn Monroe things in here. Worth whatever, 25 to 50 bucks a piece. Nice one. A bunch of comic books. This, and this. Some Adam West things. These are like 10 bucks a piece. Originals.
They're
Some
kind of-
football things.
They're fake.
And some. No, they're not fake. They're from the 60s. Original.
I know, but they're not-
fake autographs. Yeah,
Oh,
they're not
yeah,
real
they're-
autographs,
they're
but they're
awesome.
original. They were. You used to actually advertise those in the comic magazines, and a bunch of Doctor Who's. Give me another $100 for that whole pile of stuff, and you can have this Stan Lee original autograph T-shirt from my comic book show in 2012, which is worth the money all by itself. So there you go. That's 500.
Whoa, whoa.
That sounds like a no-brainer, Mike.
There you go. Okay, 500. Where's the gun?
I got
the
it in
gun?
my pocket.
Where's the gun?
I got
Okay,
it
so
in
we
my
did a deal.
pocket.
Okay, so while we're doing deals, do you want to
T-shirt.
finish?
I got a gun in my pocket.
There you go. Okay,
Yes, sir.
5.
That's why she married me.
Great. We'll keep it going here. All right, so there's a good deal here.
Go reach it.
We're gonna do that. Yeah, we got a deal here with Mr. Chris.
Try again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice, thank you. I like the gun better. Okay, Chris has a deal for us.
You like the gun better?
Yeah, there you go.
That's been a rumor
Chris has a
about
deal
you
for
for
you.
a while.
Whatever you want to say, it's all good. Okay. So Chris has a deal for us, he said.
Well, I think that was a good deal. I like the Pulps a lot.
She likes the Pulps.
Yeah, I mean, like the cover
He
artist.
needs
that
the
did
mic.
those-
Let's bring that mic back over
Oh,
here.
the mic.
Get the mic, please.
Finally.
Anthony. Anthony bought some baseball cards for me earlier today.
Connolly, go process
You missed that
the material.
episode. The sports card version of Selling
Get
Heroes.
this stuff, whatever I bought, get it away, get
Okay.
it
We
away.
got it. This is yours. You bought that. You bought the
excitement.
command.
This is excitement.
I'm
Clear
shivering.
it up. Clean up. Clean up.
It is cleanup time. This is what we
Everybody,
do.
Cleanup time at the cleanup
Okay,
zoo.
guys.
There you go.
This
There's your.
guy's name gets mispronounced a lot. Commandy.
It's Commandy. It's not.
Commandy.
It's Command.
Commandy.
He
All right.
was grew up in a bunker called Command D.
It's
and
really
then somehow
obvious
he was-
references to Planet of the Apes all around. They even use
Yep.
the apes in later versions. Very, very cool stuff, though.
Number 3.
I never actually read Commandy. I always looked at the covers.
No, I read him like hell.
I read them
I
all
read 'em.
too. They were
Yeah, but the
great.
later ones.
I
Did you
have
read
this
them?
whole-
I read all of them.
Really? Are they good?
I still have them.
Oh
all,
man, I sold that cover.
Didn't I sell you the bound volumes of Commandy?
I sold you. Who cares? I had that cover.
I had the
Down
last
there.
page.
It's a
Great to
Superman
read.
cover.
You don't like the bound stuff. You like the
Now,
Bound
look at
stuff
this.
is
This
great
is
to
great
read.
because
these covers are
he's-
great.
He's fighting a monkey, and he's in Las Vegas. So that's like me
You
and
love
Sharon.
that.
Yeah.
The last
Yeah.
page.
Me and
Anything
Sharon.
to do
Really?
with monkeys
This is
and
all
gorillas.
good Kirby stuff. Very underrated at the time. Now looked at
Oh,
as
yeah.
wow. If I could get a Kirby for a few $1,000s, this would be great.
Oh
Look
my
at all
God!
this great,
Where did
great
I
cover
sell that
stuff.
Superman cover, Mike?
There you go.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Wow, look
Bill.
at that. Great, great Jack Kirby stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Makes me sad.
Okay, fabulous. Well,
Whose
there you go.
makeup
You got
is
a
this?
beautiful deal here. There you go. Next, let's move on.
All right, pick
All
these
right,
up.
Chris has a deal for us.
Chris.
Or you. Or us.
I have some Wallywood Tops
Sharon.
art.
Wow.
So
Remember
those
the
are the
comic book foldies that you bought, the complete sets? Well, this is an earlier version of that. Foldies.
That's 62. That's
62, right? This is a little earlier.
That's 62.
They were testing that idea about turning them over and creating new things. And you have a character on the back, and you would turn it around, and it would come up with a funny saying. And this is Elvis in the middle, and this one has turkey in a shopping cart.
Oh my gosh.
But it's
Let me hold
Wallywood
that.
art.
It's all
Really cool.
Which is it? How many are all art?
It's
3 of them are art.
Is Elvis?
all
Elvis
three,
is
yeah.
all art, yeah.
That's pretty
Elvis
neat.
is art.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. It's Elvis Wallywood.
And then one of these see-through cards.
Oh, this is great.
You would hold it up,
Is there life on Mars? You got a space theme with Wallywood.
and you hold it up to your lamp or the
space
sun,
boy,
and you
yeah.
would see aliens were printed on the other side.
That's great.
what's
like
cool
the
about
like the
that-
see
Show
like
it,
the
show it.
hold to the light postcards that you would hold up and see things through it.
What's neat about that is, I mean, besides it's
Neat stuff.
it's Wallywood,
Can't
is
get
that
enough.
it's sci-fi.
Right.
So it's a sci-fi Wallywood.
It's the start of his famous bubble. His bubble.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Or-
kid. What did?
Not the start of, but the
in his
continuation of.
fanzine, he used that kid. What was it name? What was the name of that fanzine? That
Wits End.
Wits
Yes.
End. Look, that's
And then
some
there's
cool.
some very cool.
Oh,
Now
is
look
this
at these,
Wallywood
Mike.
as well?
Yeah, I
No,
think so.
that's not
No, it's
Wallywood.
not.
No?
This
No,
is
no.
Monster Initials.
Monster Initials from
These
the early
are
Oh,
great,
you
great
know
non-sport
your stuff.
cards. It's not Wallywood, but it's actually pretty nice art.
Yeah, it's great art.
I don't know who the artist is for these.
I'm not sure.
We should find out on this.
Let
You
me
could
see.
check that, but these
That's
are really
very
nice.
detailed.
Now,
Monster
are these
Initials.
actual
Yeah, it is
real
detailed,
a-
right? Very
are
nice.
these actual real ads? Like
No,
it says,
no. This is a spoof. That was why they could get away with this without doing it. If you do a spoof of something, it's public domain.
And you
For
know,
a
Mike,
quick snack, try a sandwich
I
made of
think
creamy
the
peanut
first
butter.
Foldy set was in the late 40s, believe it or not.
Really?
And I don't think it was Tops. I think somebody
I
made.
think you're right. There was a baseball folders. There was triple folders.
Yeah,
Baseball
there was-
did it, but
there
not
was
to a
some
spoofy
other
version.
company, or it could have been Tops. I don't know how long Tops has been around, but did a Foldy set, and I believe it's from the late 40s.
I think you're right. I've seen something like that. I'll
I
look
could
into
be
that
wrong.
for the non-sports
But I gotta
version.
be
Late
honest with you, if you
40s.
ask me what I want
Yeah.
for these, I mean, I know they're gotta have some value, but I don't
Yeah.
really know where to put.
So you had something you wanted to trade for these
I
that
did.
Anthony had.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
Oh yeah. I
you'll have to
mentioned
work
it
that
last
out
time.
with me later. But
I don't know how to work
Yeah.
what out. Yeah.
okay. What was it you wanted for that?
Modeling with Millie.
He had a Millie the Model cover that he liked.
That you sold me, actually.
There you go. Yes. See, I told you I thought I had that first.
If it's Millie the Model,
So you
I don't
already
know
made your
about
money in
that.
this deal.
Oh, really?
Already made
Great.
us money on that.
We'll see.
I don't know. What do you think?
I actually think that's okay because these are cool.
That's funny, you know.
take the difference.
The gag that Robert Zemeckis used in Forrest Gump about Elvis doing the legs when he had the braces on.
Oh, that
Remember
was
that?
a gag.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
realize
it.
that. That's great.
That was
like
funny.
that part.
And by 62, I guess Elvis was out of the army, right? Or was he?
Yeah, he just came out then. Yes.
Yeah.
Then he started making movies.
All those, yeah. Those
All
cheesy-
those movies.
How many movies did he make, Mike?
Too many
God,
bad
I don't know,
movies.
but I think it
Like
was like
But
30?
some of them
was
were
it
good.
almost. Geez, I don't remember. It wasn't 40, but
About 30 or
30
something.
plus. I'll have to look in. There's another one. Hey Google. Do you have anything else to throw in? A little bonus, something that would.
Usually I do have nothing else. I
So
do
maybe
like
you'll
today.
bring it to the next one. You'll throw in a little something to make the
Well,
deal.
where's that $100 you owe me?
You're going to
$100.
keep my $100 today.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
there you go. I think we're okay with that. I think you can do it
Really?
with Chris. Yeah, these are cool. This is neat stuff. Can't get enough. It's
Hey.
slow sellers, but it's nice.
Somebody go pull that Millie the Model cover. Let's show them what the. Let's show
Okay.
them what they won.
There you go. All right, so we gonna do that deal
You're
with
giving
Chris.
away a Millie the
Chris
Model
found something.
cover?
Okay, great.
Well, not giving.
Well, I got to
Yeah,
show
well,
it to
you
him.
would there.
All right, so I think we should move
I
on
like
into the
those
warehouse
covers.
now.
Are we moving on?
I think we should.
right, we'll
Moving
figure out
on
what
from
else.
town
All
to
right.
town. Are we ready to go, guys? Come on. I think it's time. I'm excited. I want to see what's going on inside.
Should
Are we
go in?
ready? What do you say, Sharon?
Should we
take us inside?
take it on in?
Yes,
Let's
let's go. Music to walk into the warehouse by. I'll follow you guys. We ready to go? Let's go. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like that. That's it. Anthony, introduce your warehouse.
Okay, world. The world of selling heroes. I am the selling hero.
Dun, 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 dun. You need a cape.
Yeah, I went to a meeting, a production meeting, wearing a cape once, and the guy's like, he's the guy that I was wearing a cape, and he goes, "Oh, that's interesting. That's what my 6-year-old kid wears." I'm like, "Yeah, your 6-year-old kid does a couple $1 million a year in comic books."
Here we go. Look out.
All right.
It's kind of tight in here. We have
All right, what have we got to the right there
Lot
and
of
on the
stuff.
wall?
Yep.
Oh, you got a really cool piece on the wall. Is that from a bubblegum card?
No, this
That?
like right away is something I like looking at every day. You want to point your
Isn't
camera
that from
at
a bubblegum card? No, that's not.
No.
That's not a Topps bubblegum card.
I thought it was production design art from the Batman '66 movie about like one of the gags they might use.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Looks like the art from the '66 bubblegum
I
as
know,
well,
but
but
it's
very similar.
It's way too big. It's way,
Yeah, you're right, that art is small,
All those,
yes.
all those arts are for the.
This
were about
warehouse
big.
drives me crazy. It's so good. Let me look at this Batman wallpaper. Oh, just, I mean, I had a sheet of this. This is what's left of this. You've been cutting this off and selling it.
No,
It was a
actually, I
roll.
didn't.
Yes, you have. I mean, this was a big, thick roll, like something
I
out of
love
the,
that.
the Turkish baths.
That gives me an idea. Maybe we should cut off some of your hair. And
I
sell
will
it.
be, actually. It's all going soon. There you go. I'm
No,
getting
but
too
you
much
s-
scruff
sold me
from
this.
the world. The police have been stopping me ad infinitum.
You sold
It's
me
no
this.
good
Look
anymore.
at these.
Oh,
Look at these,
man. Oh, wait. Okay. You have one of the originals here. The single. See, that's a
And this
complete.
is the double.
That's the double uncut of that.
Mike, when was the last time you
this
got
is
a
just,
double?
I have never. Okay. So this is very cool. So this is the original poster by itself, and this is it before it was cut, coming right off of the printer. You've got an original Batman, which I wanted to buy at one time.
Why is the time passed, Mike? Let's do a deal.
I don't know. I want to do things. You know what, though? I just passed by your room. This office is the most incredible office. Hold on. Do you want to say hello to?
Oh, let me get my.
Hi. Say hello. Introduce yourself. Anthony, introduce everybody
It's
here.
the Shannon Cosplay
Hi,
Queen.
Shannon.
What are your plans for the New York Comic Con? And
I
cosplaying.
can't wait to see what you're gonna do.
I have that. I finished my Ariel costume.
You did.
Yeah. Hopefully my friend will redye my hair by then. So that should be done. Other than that, I don't really have have anything planned. I have like a couple half-finished projects that I'd like to finish, but Lord knows I
What are
probably
they?
won't.
Can you tell me,
Shikla, Deadpool's wife,
Oh, cool.
Raven, and then I've kind of sort of started Barbara Gordon Batgirl, the blue and gray.
I'm
one.
excited to see Raven. She's one of my
I don't know
favorites.
if I'm gonna finish that one.
Oh, come on, you can do it.
It seems simple enough with just like a little bodysuit and a cape, but
It's more difficult than that
Yeah.
when you do it from scratch.
yeah, it is.
Everything, getting the fabric, doing it all on your own. That's amazing. Yay! I can't wait to see Ariel.
I know that one's fun.
It's gonna be good. Awesome. What are you working on over here?
Just doing listings, comics.
Putting stuff up on the net.
Yep, listing some comics for the website.
You know what I say? Listings this week, pay the bills next week.
And what about your lady in the back there?
All right, let's go. We're gonna go.
No, Mike wants to explore my inner
You got people
office.
back here that want to say hello.
Yeah, okay. We're
Mike,
going
on.
to the art room.
Yeah, and the art room.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun,
Yeah, get that cover.
dun,
Here
dun.
goes the camera.
Hey, Sharon,
Found that Millie the model piece for him.
thank you.
Ah, there it is.
Look, this is the Millie the Model cover that Chris wants. I don't know why he wants it because it's got somebody that looks like one of my Greek cousins on it, but.
You got a band playing in there, though.
Oh, the band.
It's
Okay.
the band theme.
There
Are there any
electric
groupies in there?
guitars. Hey, this guy's left-handed. That's weird.
I'm left-handed.
No, that's
You
right.
are?
I'm left-handed.
Well, that's righty. I can't tell. All right, so this is the cover you want for those little dinky ones? Ugh.
I know.
And we're throwing in your acoustical skills today? Is that what we're doing?
That sounds like a deal to me.
Okay. I'm going to consummate this deal with my friend Chris Palmerini for the Millie the Model cover. There he goes.
And then I'm
proud
gonna do
owner.
a deal to get it back.
A million a day. Help keeps the
didn't-
doctor at bay.
I showed it to you. You told me you didn't want it.
All right.
So this is the art room. This is where the world's largest selection of original comic book art is stored and managed.
It sounds like a Fantastic Four cover. The world's greatest comic magazine. The world's greatest art collection.
Yes. Well,
One of.
All of these notebooks.
Hey, how
Well,
you doing
look,
back there?
other
Did you
guys-
introduce your staff here? Your beautiful
Introduce her.
staff?
the Claudia.
Hi, Claude. Hi. How you doing?
She's turning red. She's almost as red as her lipstick.
That's great. You like working in the art, Claudia?
Of course.
Yes. She likes the comic art.
Yeah.
Comic art keeps you cool.
Is there any good orders today, Claudia?
We sold 2 nice Captain America pages.
All right.
Ooh.
Awesome.
So this is where we put stuff up. It's all stored by character. This is the way that we display at the shows. Like if somebody says, hey, I like Avengers, I like Black Panther. You know, some people don't get that. They want to like search for like, why aren't they arranged by artists? I mean, there's like thousands of artists in here, literally thousands. And that would be crazy to try to do alphabetical order. So I store it by the way people like to look for it at shows. And by people, I mean people, you know, like regular, everyday collectors that are, you know, hey, I like, you know, Captain America. I like
Batman,
FF.
whatever,
Yeah, Batman, yes. So this is Marvel, 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 DC,
Got
DC,
X-Men.
DC. And then a bunch of, I do some artists and large
So
art.
Joe Linsner, Cry for Dawn art, where would that be?
None.
None. You have a Joe Linsner? I just sold you one recently. It was a Flintstones.
Okay, you know
But-
what that was? That was a piece of a tablecloth that he did a little doodle on.
Okay, but nevertheless,
Oh my God.
it was Joe Linsner. So where do you have that art? No.
Probably lost behind a bin somewhere.
Any
I
Michael
don't know.
Turner art?
Oh,
Yes, I do have Michael Turner.
And where would that be?
Actually. Where is that? Where's the large art bin?
Pretty cool.
No,
over there.
No, this one. Oh, you want to see? I have a really beautiful large sketch that Michael Turner did. Here, look at that.
Oh, that's great. Wow. Fathom.
Okay, yeah, that's Fathom, his original character that he created.
That's large. Very rare to get a sketch that size.
Right?
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's as nice as a cover art.
This is
Wow.
probably something that he took some extra care with and extra time with, and probably did for a charity auction for a show, and it was auctioned off, and and then went into the collector market.
I mean, if you had a Kirby, a piece of art that big of, any of the Fantastic Four or anything like that, my God, thousands and thousands of dollars.
Mike, do you feel like kind of verified and exonerated that you still love the Fantastic Four?
Yes.
When they've
Finally, I've been saying that for years.
They've been kind of out of favor for years, even like aggressively trying to destroy the franchise.
I have tape of it, and I have to find it to put it on me when they first interviewed me, and they asked me what my favorite character was, and I said Reed Richards. I was 12 years old, or 13 years old at the comic show in 1970, and I said Reed Richards because he could stretch to the top of the Empire State Building.
Oh, yeah.
And he was rich, so there you go.
Yeah, where did the money come from?
All his scientific experiments, I presume.
Oh, so he had patents.
Yeah.
He had some patents. I always, the whole thing about Sue marrying him when he could, was,
What?
I
Later
don't
on, you
know.
realize that's another
Hey,
superpower.
Mike, did
so
you
there you go.
recognize this?
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't get Frank Miller's attention this weekend to get him to sign it. We want to try and get Frank to come to my show in March, so I'm going to be talking to the people and the powers that be, see if we can get Frank to come to the Big Apple.
Here's another
I just-
superstar piece, like from the best that ever lived. Frank Frazetta.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. This I love. I could hang this on my wall too. I mean, as far as girly art,
I
this
love that.
large Bill Ward. He worked this size, and then these would go in these. This is
Surprisingly, there's a
single
lot of that
gag.
size around Billboards.
Well,
You'll
he-
start to
he
see
was-
it now that the value is higher.
He was just turning them out. He was working
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, doing the gag art for the Humorama magazines.
How much does something like that go for? So that piece of
That's
art
a
on the
couple
beach.
$1,000.
A couple thousand? 1,500 or 2,000?
I got it marked 18.
So 1,500 you'd sell it for?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
just letting you know.
All
People
right,
like that.
sell
How much
some
is this
stuff,
Frank
Mike.
Frazetta?
5,500.
Pencil and watercolor. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna go into my favorite room because I never
Okay.
get to go into it because
Here we
Anthony
go.
won't let me in it. But now that we're shooting, this room is like being in a toy store. This is absolutely incredible in here. I mean, just look at the posters to start with. Look at all these Marvel posters. I mean, all the Marvel posters, all the 3D, which I've sold him half of. They've come out of Mike's collection. The black light Marvel posters, left and right. The Conan one, look how beautiful this is. Oh my God, which I want to do a black light display. I mean, it's just everywhere, all the Marvel stuff. You got the Hulk box. It's just filled with stuff everywhere you look. The Marvel stationery, the Marvel T-shirts, the games, the ROM monster. I mean, Superman. I remember doing this. You got the Magos here. Okay, you got the Mago, Wizard of Oz, Superman kitty paddles. I mean, Anthony has created a toy store in here. It literally is that. He never lets me in here. I'm
very nervous
I
here.
actually get a chance to get in. Oh, look, there's a picture of Anthony.
Yes, this is
There
me
you go.
when I was an
Nice.
up-and-coming jock. People don't believe it, but here's some proof.
Pretty
Greek
nice.
son, a Lion athlete, and this was my first write-up I ever got in a newspaper. This was in the Miami Herald when I was a freshman in high school, and I was supposed to be a potential All-American athlete. So,
That's pretty cool.
school didn't work out for me though.
But this is comic book school.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at this Marvel bag from the Marvel Comic Book Convention, 1975 Marvel Comic Con, which I was
Oh, I
there.
love this.
Selling
So-
stuff. I had 10 tables at the show.
This is like the black hole of super nice, fun collectibles because this is stuff I don't want to sell.
Yeah.
This is a bag that they were giving away, and the guy's badge from the Hotel Commodore, New York. Did you see
Hotel
the badge?
Commodore, which became the
Grand Marquis?
the Grand Hyatt, I believe.
Oh, Grand
yes,
Hyatt.
it turned into the Grand Hyatt Hotel.
Okay.
Same hotel right there. Man, the Commodore Hotel.
Yeah, so this is the Marvel Mania stuff that I like. There's posters that, the black light posters. There's tons of those. There's
You've
all
got
those.
beautiful comic books here. You got like gradable comic books buried in these boxes.
Oh, well.
Yeah, there's holy cow.
Holy cow.
I remember selling these and cool buttons. You've got nice gradable comic books
Are
in the
those
bottom
the
of these
Dick
boxes.
O'Neill ones, or
Well,
those?
there you go. They're just nice gradable comic books. at the bottom of the box.
Ah, there's a couple of sports
There's
things
tons
there,
of great
Mike.
stuff in here. It's just buried in here.
Look at that sports stuff. That's from my childhood.
Where's that Joe Namath thing that you had?
That's at home.
You had a really cool Joe Namath thing.
I have a Joe Namath game-used Vereen jersey.
That was given to you.
He handed
given
it
to
to
your
me when I
dad?
was a child. He handed it to me.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
And if you don't believe me, just ask me.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at this supercar. You got a supercar lunchbox.
Yeah.
That's great. That was my favorite show. In the air,
No
in
way.
the sea, it could go anywhere. Supercar. That was good. Do we know that theme song? Supercar.
So you know
And
that theme
it
song.
Yeah.
But you don't know our theme song.
I'm working
that
on it.
was from 1964.
63.
60. Oh, sorry.
I believe this is Jerry Anderson, Mike Mercury. Yep, it's called an orbital food container, they called it.
Oh, my God.
Instead of a lunchbox.
Now, were those
right?
puppets like
Yeah,
Thunderbirds?
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, same puppets, just, dancing puppets. Like Fireball XL5 was another
XL,
one.
yeah,
Jerry
Fireball.
Anderson, they were great, but Supercar was great. Mike Mercury, he had the cool girl, he had the guy, and I believe Mike Mercury, Zodiac was Fireball XL5, had the little monkey in it. Supercar, I mean, this was just in the air and the sea, man, land and sea, Supercar.
Yeah, they don't
It was
replay that
so
stuff
good.
anymore.
Oh, man.
Oh, you missed it in the black box. You're gonna love what's in the black box.
I mean, look at this, Daredevil 1. Okay, this is a bound volume of Daredevil, just here. Here it is, 1 to 20. You want to read Daredevil? Come in here and just read it. And in really nice shape.
Yeah, be careful with that one.
Wow, look at that. And again, we'll go back. We just had Adam, our blind friend, comic dealer, and he was talking about
Blind Adam,
Daredevil.
yeah.
And him and I have been talking over the last week trying to figure things out for his handicap convention or whatever. Daredevil 7, there's that beautiful cover to Daredevil 7. Look at that,
And who did that one?
shiny. Isn't that Wally Wood?
Yep,
right?
that's the Wally Wood redesign for made the Daredevil
And,
red again.
you want to have this one, which is the 15, and then I guess the Romita cover
15 and
here.
16, right?
Right, with the 16. There you go, that beautiful one with Spider-Man and Daredevil. What a great cover that is. But here you go. You want to read something? Come into Anthony's office, and you can just
And
read.
that's the first time
Daredevil
that
just hanging
Romita
out here.
Sr. did
This
Spider-Man.
is why I love this. Okay, you got a Flintstones up there. What's in this black box? Holy cow.
What's in the box, Mike?
What's in the box today?
No, wait a minute.
I want to buy everything in this place
Okay.
and resell it back to you.
Will you give me $2,000 for
Yes.
what's in the box? Okay, whip out.
Okay, fine. What do we got? Oh, it's a Mars Attack set. Whoa,
Yep.
a few sets.
Nah, just one, but there's a lot of graded ones in there.
Wow, graded
That's-
one. And some checklists?
Yep. Yeah, I got a
checklist.
checklist in there.
Oh,
Right there.
you know what? I was wondering what happened to these. I sold them to you.
No, you didn't sell me
No,
this.
I didn't sell you this one?
No.
Really?
You know, sometimes because of the collector in me and the stuff I love, you know, if I keep
So
a
you just
really
save
good,
this?
really good example, then I can sell the other, you know, stuff.
I
that
think I'll buy this for $2,000. Let's
yeah,
let's
right.
make a deal.
You already reneged.
There you go. No, this is awesome. So, I've told you before, but the coolest part about these cards was just like a trailer in the movie theaters. How cool is it to go? They would have right on the back of the Mars Attacks card would tell you coming next card. It was like its own little personal trailer to get you excited about what
Oh,
the card was
really?
like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was the most exciting part about these Mars Attack cards. And
I didn't realize that. But
these
how
are
many
nice
did you
shapes,
get
some of
in-
these.
How many did you get in a pack?
We got 5 cards in a pack, just like
Just
the rest
5?
of them. 5 cards in a pack.
And
plus
was it
bubble gum.
5 cents? So
5 cents. I remember I'm sitting and I had a bed which was against the wall in the corner. My dad came in. I was 6 years old. And he threw a box to me. Said, "Here, look at
Oh,
these."
that's why you love them so much.
Yep, I was 6 years old.
That's cool.
Yep,
So-
1963, and he threw a box, and I read. That's what I read. I looked at and put together before I went to bed that night. And
You
I'm
sold me
still
this.
doing
Did we
it.
talk about the Sergeant Fury last
Oh
time?
yeah, that's great. Yep, that's a nice original T-shirt from the Marvel Marching Society.
Now, why I love this, and I keep saying this all the time, that you had the Irishman, the Frenchman, the Southern guy, you had Izzy Cohen, the Jewish guy, you had
Filled with stuff.
Dino, the Italian guy, and you had what's his name? What's his name, Mike?
I don't know, but I'm still excited about looking at what you got here.
Look at this.
You got to
Look,
Jimmy the
look.
Greek book, but look at these Batman bound volumes. I love bound volumes.
It's like we can't get on the same page here.
These are later ones, and these are just so cool. Just everywhere, stuff,
Nah,
stuff,
but
stuff.
the first black character in the
Oh.
Marvel Universe there,
The
right there.
Flash ones. I remember buying these then.
Okay, Mike,
from my
I'm gonna
company.
let you go.
Wow,
You
look
tell
at
me
these
when
nice
you finish.
12 cent DCs in beautiful shape. This is just amazing. Wow, this is just absolutely amazing in here. All this incredible stuff. Okay, well, I think it's time. We may never leave this warehouse, but I think it's time we go take a look at some of the rest of the place in here. We could spend days, hours, weeks in here. Anthony, you want to take us to the rest of the warehouse?
There's a lot more.
I'll just sit in here and read stuff while you're going. No,
Well,
I'll come with you.
You could rummage around in here and find stuff that's just crazy cool.
Yeah, that's real easy to
Because
do.
I
Oh my
am.
God.
And if you didn't know, just ask me.
There you go. Okay.
What is this, Claudia?
Filled with stuff.
Claudia, you here?
Wow.
Takes one out.
We just touched the surface on the stuff in that room. Wow. Okay, where are we headed? Where'd Anthony go?
Bobby's not there, so
Is he in the warehouse? Well, let's go. Come on, we're gonna go into the warehouse.
let's go check it out. Yeah.
Oh, why are we here? How are we?
Hey.
How's it going, guys?
Hold on, hold on.
Introduce yourself, Sharon.
I'm Jeff,
Hi, Jeff.
and
How's
I
it
work.
going?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yay.
I work here. Basically, I take care of the inventory, so I do the pulls on the comics, and then we get them ready to get shipped out. So
This is the comic book
And
room.
you have a love of.
Venom.
There you go,
Yes.
the venomous one.
I was on a show one time, and I expressed my love for Venom. So this is awesome because I get to deal with this all day while I'm working. So.
Are you excited about the movie coming
Oh,
out?
I'm stoked.
Doesn't that look exciting?
Tom Hardy looks like he's gonna,
Well, he's a
seal the
great
deal.
actor.
Oh, he's
This is the key
awesome.
to all that. I mean,
But I mean, even like the other characters they gotten in, like with Woody Harrelson and everything.
the
so
world has. Woody Harrelson's been in everything. Think about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
there's no movie that Woody Harrelson has not been a part of.
He's-
no movie.
He's over the top. He's awesome, and he just gets better with age. So I think
Yeah.
it's
I
gonna
was
be
at a
amazing.
Matthew McConaughey speaking engagement in Tribeca before his movie came out like a week ago, and he was just talking about him and Woody Harrelson hanging out.
Oh,
and
that's
Woody
awesome.
Harrelson, he said that Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey's mom would close the bars. Not
Yeah.
Matthew. He'd go home and go to
Really?
sleep with his wife and his kids. And him and
my
his
God.
mom, who's 82, and Woody Harrelson would
Wow.
close the bars. Those of
Oh my
you
God.
out there. So,
That's a great story. I
yeah,
love that.
how about that, right?
is
So
great.
basically, we've been just like selling all the Venom comics off the chain. It's just like they're scorching. Right now, some of the ones that I just
Scorching, I like that word. We're going to call it Anthony Scorching Comics.
Basically these comics, we get them in, they're out. So we never keep them, which is great for
Yeah,
business.
the first black costume in the Marvel team up.
From the
So
artist.
if you guys are in the market for it, get them while you can because they're gone. This is the first one. We got Marvel Team Up, 141, came out May 1984.
I had my
All
comic
right.
store when that come out, and I remember it. I remember ordering 300 copies, and we sold out that first day, and we had to go back to Seagate.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
literally, we
yeah,
drove
yeah.
back the next morning to pick up more, and we had to pay, like, instead of, like, we were getting for half price, we had to pay, like, 40 cents. We
Wow.
were getting $1 for
Just-
them literally by that weekend.
Oh,
We were
man.
selling out at $1.
How much are they worth now?
Right now, you
What's a
can get-
9.4 going for?
9.4 is going for about $200.
200.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So I mean, 9.6.
Sealed
you
Big
can
cases.
imagine.
jump. Big jump in price.
But this is technically the first black suit. So this is Venom. That's his, that's
Yeah.
his birth.
There you go.
So it's real big when you're getting into the comic book world. This is the number one, and then you have, of course, ASM 252, and that was tied in with this one as well too. And then, of course, you had this.
There was Peter Parker that he, right? 27, 20.
Yeah, Spectacular
27, 28?
Spider-Man number 90.
Right, 90, right, 90, okay. Yeah,
And it's-
90, right, I know
it's
that.
Actually, the
89 or 90, was it? 89 and 90? 89, 90?
It was 90.
Okay.
Yeah, but the symbiote was on half of the suit. So
Right,
you have
okay.
the regular and then
Hey,
have
you
the
say
black suit.
symbiote, but I say symbiote.
Symbiote.
There you go.
Symbiote,
All right.
We are Venom.
Then
And there's
also,
the most popular one of the
This
series.
is my favorite, of course. This is the Secret Wars. And this is where they basically introduced you to see how he got the Venom suit. And it's awesome. I don't want to spoil
But
it
wait
for
a
you.
minute,
Secret
wait
Wars was a 12-issue series which came out over a year, once a month.
Yeah.
Correct.
And it took so I remember when Secret Wars #1 came out, you had to wait 8 months before
Yep.
you knew in advance. People were like, oh my God, Spidey's going to have a new costume.
Yeah.
It was the most exciting thing.
It was
I mean,
hyped up.
kids were
Okay.
lined up outside my comic store the day it came out. I remember literally lined up like 30,
wait a
40,
minute.
50 people long.
I have a question here.
Sure.
It's not a Venom suit until the Spidey 300 storyline, right? It's just a black costume.
Well,
is it a symbiote in
yes.
that storyline?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
He actually goes to Battle World. He's kidnapped by the Beyonder. Goes to Battle World.
Beyonder.
And
You know, that's the problem with these damn plastic things. You can't read them. No, this is cool. I'm not selling this because it's a 9/8 signed by Michael Zek. He did a sketch on it
What do
that's
you mean
really
you're
cool.
not selling it? Of course you're
No,
gonna
I'm
sell
not
it.
going to sell
gotta
this.
sell it.
Like,
Of course
no
you're gonna
price.
sell it.
signed by Stan Lee.
You're gonna
No.
sell everything
And Mike
in here.
Zek.
Everything's for sale.
Why? I want
That's
to
why
keep
you have a
that.
business.
You know, Spider-Man.
You just
None
keep
of the
that
hot
one.
sellers right now.
Oh, yeah. This is the first, what they call the cameo. No. This is, no, yeah.
It's
This is
a
a
small
cameo
cameo.
appearance? Yeah,
Small
cameo
cameo.
appearance.
And then the next one, that's the cameo.
But isn't that the
And
last
then you
page?
get the full appearance.
Oh, okay. You just see some of the goo getting on
The
him.
goo.
Oh, the
Yeah.
goo. No, but that's Eddie, right?
The carnage,
That's Eddie.
the venom
And
goo.
he's basically planning to take over, and he's
Voodoo.
gonna take down Spider-Man because he feels like he was slighted by him. So
Oh, tell us some more. You know all the stories. I know the covers. You know the stories.
Eddie Brock was basically
Yeah, because he reads comics, Mike.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever read the comics?
I have comic vision. I don't need to.
Okay.
Eddie Brock, he blamed Spider-Man for losing his job. Spider-Man exposed the Prowler. He was basically saying that the Prowler was committing these crimes, but the guy that he had pinned as the Prowler was not the Prowler.
Amazing Spider-Man 78? Way back?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was in one of the
But then
15 centers. First Prowler.
Spider-Man blows his cover, and then, Eddie Brock loses his job and everything, and he seeks
You're fine
vengeance.
plus.
So
Wow.
that's how he becomes Venom.
Oh, you like that?
Interesting, interesting. And the character Tom Hardy plays is
Venom. the
Eddie
one and
Brock,
only
but
Eddie
he's
Brock.
also right. Wow.
That's
So
gonna be
if you
great.
want to look at this one, this actually on the last page, if you want to open that up.
As
Mike.
many times as I've sold this book, 1,000 plus or thousands, I just realized you just told me it's just like the Hulk 180.
The
like
last page.
Amazing Hulk 180.
Yep.
The last page has a great little Venom
And it's-
cameo
it's
here.
so
It's
cool.
actually the first, right?
Yep.
Wow,
Check
there it
that
is.
out.
Look at that.
And that's,
I'm home.
that's Todd McFarlane, the man.
Wow.
Mm. Oh, and Jim Salicrup has a section. My good friend Jim Salicrup, who used to sell me comic books in the 70s.
We're talking about this
No.
awesome Carnage.
Okay,
part one.
so Carnage is like Venom turned up another notch in the evil. He's just totally like a stone cold killer.
Yeah,
Right.
Cletus.
Yes.
And he was in a prison cell with Eddie Brock. That's how he got the suit on him and became Carnage.
Never get into a prison cell with Eddie Brock. What else you got here?
This is actually.
Who do you want to get in a prison cell with, Mike?
Nobody.
This is
Okay.
from 1998. It's actually one of the lower print runs that they did with Amazing Spider-Man. It has Carnage on the front, and Carnage, and also the Silver Surfer is involved in too.
Is this a
Yeah.
$100 book?
It's Cosmic Carnage.
That comic keeps going up.
Really? So
Yeah.
you recommend this?
I recommend that.
All right, so we've got, okay.
And you don't get too
I
many of
don't
them
know.
in here.
I don't know the new stuff as much as our esteemed Carnage and Venom expert here does.
Yes.
Okay, CVE, Carnage Venom
I do my
expert.
homework, Mike.
You like that?
Yeah.
So we've got Spider-Man number 431 from the original run.
Yep.
Okay, and this is a 1998.
Yeah.
A direct edition as opposed to the newsstand edition.
Yep.
Okay. But that's great. Wow. Okay, I like that.
That's really
I
good.
get that. Silver Surfer with Carnage. Yeah, that
Yep.
makes sense that this
And
would be a
then
valuable
number
book.
430. And
430.
It's the same thing.
Oh,
print run.
cool.
So these are consecutive issues, 430 and 431.
Yep.
Oh,
a
that's
two-part
Low
story.
print run.
Let me see
Two-part
that.
So this would
story.
be a little better, wouldn't it? Being the first earlier version, or there's actually,
I like the cover.
you like the cover of this
Better for
as a
431.
collector of the art as well as the comic.
Yep.
Keep the body bags
All right, so
coming.
these are two good books to look
Yeah.
forward to. Okay, Comic Cons are coming up. You got Baltimore Comic Con. We didn't talk about that. We'll be
Oh,
going
yeah.
there not this weekend, but next weekend, right?
Next
We're going to a
weekend,
big show.
yes. I have a big setup there. I got about 10 tables against the wall that start right at the top of Artist Alley. And I'll be bringing my entire art inventory, and I will have Riley Brown set up in my spot.
Riley Brown, our
I
friend.
love Riley.
Yeah.
Our good
Yeah.
friend.
His art
Excellent.
Is so good. I love
It
that guy.
So,
Excellent.
yeah,
All right, so
he's a nice guy.
next week's episode will be from here or in your store, and the week
time?
after that, hopefully, it'll be at the Comic Con.
Okay,
get
but
them
we
to give
want
you
to look at the
permission.
back a little bit. Don't
Thank you
wanna-
very much for all the
You're welcome.
information about
Thank you
Venom.
for stopping
thanks.
in the
Now
comic
wait,
book.
when
you
the
so
movie comes
much.
out, how about the week afterwards? We'll do a review about the movie. We'll talk all about it.
You're on.
Sound good?
I
All right,
can't
start
wait.
taking notes
October
now.
5th.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right.
See
I'm
you
excited.
later.
All
Thanks
right,
for
see
visiting,
ya,
guys.
Jeff. Bye. Now you're not gonna believe this.
All right.
This is huge.
The man who does the
Not
mail
this
is
one.
gone, but I'll take his place.
Yeah.
Send everything out.
This isn't the big part.
Send everything out.
This is the mail room.
This is the mailing room where he prepares the packages on a daily basis.
No females
He's-
are having the mail room.
Some of
okay.
my employees are camera shy, so they don't want to be on. I mean, maybe it's because they're, absconding from their parole officer. I don't know. So,
Hoodlums.
yeah. So this is the
Hoodlums
stuff that
of
go
Moonachie.
out. There's artwork. There's
Paperback
books.
novel.
There's the variety of stuff. This is all the comics and magazines and records and stuff.
This is just what got sold today.
Yeah, this is what he's doing today.
Okay.
So this is now.
Let's move into the big warehouse. This is the part I like because I like to fill this up.
That's what
Ta-da!
she said. No,
There you go.
that's what you said to
Look
she.
at this.
So this is
Filled
the
with
Indiana
stuff.
Jones government warehouse where this is where we store all the inventory. There's over 100,000 things on the eBay store, Anthony's Comic Book Art online.
Probably
And-
250,000 things in here, if not
Well,
more.
there's more because
Yeah,
there's
500,000.
this is inventory. This is magazines.
Monster magazines alone that I sold you over 100,000.
Yeah, they're stuck in the back corner over there. So there's this is where we sort. Where my inventory guys, I got 2 inventory guys working back
Wow,
here,
look at this.
sorting and doing comic lots. There's posters. There's
Look at these great photo play novel.
Here's
Bound
some-
volumes again.
Look, Mike. Here's something very topical.
There you go. Yeah, right? I think they're going to be legalizing it in New Jersey. I had
Oh.
cases and cases of those.
Sorry.
Yeah,
that
I mean, it used
particular
to be
one.
underground counterculture, and now it's like, the legalization.
That was a book that was worthless, and now it's going to be. There you go, $50. I had cases, sealed cases of that.
Yeah, and you know what? It's really, really hot, and I'm looking for all the time is High Times #1. Mm-hmm. That
Wow.
Silvertone one.
Yeah, sure, I know it.
Yeah, that is just exploding.
Amazing.
Yeah, so as marijuana comes into not just the illegal drug use, it's legal.
Well, I think Coca-Cola now is going to be. I just heard Coca-Cola was trying to figure out, or was it Pepsi? Is trying to figure out a version of their drink which is CBC, cannabinoid enhanced.
Oh yeah.
The ingredient that gets you a
Well,
little
and
bit
sell it
buzzy.
sell it in the states that's legal. Yeah.
So interesting. But anyhow, this warehouse is absolutely incredible. It's pretty well organized here. I've seen warehouses that are not organized. Oh, look, that's from the New Orleans deal, isn't
Which
it?
one?
When we bought out the guys from New Orleans way back years ago.
Yeah.
The horse. Isn't the horse from the New Orleans deal? And you have
Sure.
and the puppet. You've got the Pluto puppet. We bought
You're
these.
the puppet.
You got the Pluto puppet in the next aisle.
You
Come
know
over
that
here,
was
one aisle.
Yeah, come on down. Come on down.
Come on down the aisle. Yeah, okay.
Let Mike rummage around.
He might be losing his pants here, but this is really from, wow. These are from, I believe these were from the Disney floats during the parade in New Orleans.
He lost an ear.
Really, really cool stuff. We bought out a warehouse of stuff in New Orleans that was
is really
amazing.
cool.
Okay, obviously you got all the books, the Buck Rogers book, multiple copies, the EC, paperback books. Wow, pretty
Endless
cool.
amounts of cool stuff.
Okay, so we're gonna go down here. Let's keep going. Right this way. Holy cow. I sold all this stuff. Now what's this Daredevil from, Anthony?
I don't know.
I don't know what the Daredevil is from, but the Daredevil's pretty cool. I'll buy this.
This would look good in the
I
store.
like this. I want to bring this to the show.
I want to put that in the store.
Yes,
right?
you should put it in the store.
That'd be good.
Take that. Let's bring Daredevil with us. Come on, Daredevil. Let's go. Okay. So this is cool. We're going to come down here. We've got all these games and things.
Yep.
Wow. I sold all these games. I know what that. Oh, I sold him that in there. There's a giant sign. Oh, you'll be getting more
the
stuff
FedEx
is
box?
arriving. More movie poster stuff is arriving next week. They're bringing it from Chicago. I have a deal with 50,000 movie posters.
Here we go.
It's going to be arriving.
More stuff.
Come on, Daredevil, let's go. I actually like the area that hasn't been completely infiltrated yet. This was one of my favorite toys when I was a kid. Wow. Holy cow.
We
Yeah.
lost Anthony.
We've
he got
lost Anthony,
in
but
here.
that's
There's-
okay.
there's
We don't
too
need
much
Anthony.
stuff.
We got the stuff.
Dude, be careful.
Oh my God, this is absolutely incredible. Look at this. I love these. The motorific cars. These were the greatest toys. Sharon, here, hold that. That'd be great. Oh, these were so good. You would pull them out. Here, Anthony, hold on to this.
I got it.
It's careful. This is really cool. You got actual service station.
Torture track.
You got a service. Oh, this is sealed. Still sealed.
All right, hold on.
Wow, you have a whole service station. But the thing about these is,
Careful.
whoa. Okay.
The thing about these is that they
You get
ran
the cars,
into each other.
and you could actually get to play them. They were so cool. You'd rev up the car on this. You put the signs together. I would spend hours, days playing with these. And you have the cars, and they had this little, no cars in these. We need more cars. Calling all cars. You actually would get the car, and it would jump. And you'd have to make it, and the car would jump, and you have a little bigger, and it would get, and the pin that held the car in place would come into place, and the car would keep going here.
That's fun.
It was so cool. All right, we're gonna actually have to put these together and do a test of these
Yeah, we're putting him in the
for
store.
one of the next
We've been
episodes.
taking him
Anthony,
along.
where did that come from, that Daredevil?
Guess where it came from?
Did I sell it to you?
No.
New Orleans?
No.
Where?
This came from the Marvel offices.
Wow.
Actually, it was in a hallway, like in the entranceway.
That's
and I have a
amazing.
Spider-Man too that's in my son Jamie's room.
Why don't you bring that to one of the
And-
shows and then put it in your store, like Shannon was saying? That would look great in the
Yeah, I
store.
want to put it in
So
the
it was
store.
nailed to the wall. That's why it's got holes in it. You know,
That's
he's not
awesome.
he's not religious. He's got holes in him. He's holy.
There you go.
And-
The Holy Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Do you think Blind Adam would like that? Or
Sure, why not?
He could like could
No,
feel
I
his
like
face?
this. I like this. It's great.
I think it should go in the store.
I think
All
you
right,
should put it
take
in
it
the
to the
store.
store.
Okay, come on, Daredevil, let's go. All right, can we go in the back just for a minute?
Wow,
Look
you
at
know
all your
what's
monster
cool?
mags.
He was nailed to the wall, but he's like finished on the back.
Let's go, Anthony. Come on, give us a quick tour back here.
I never realized that actually.
Wow, look at all this stuff.
All right.
So I think I sold you at least half of the rows in here.
Yeah, you've saddled me with all
Saddled,
this
yeah.
expense.
I would say you've been saddled. You're not in Saddle River Road. That's in Fairlawn.
More
Oh my
stuff.
God.
More
This
stuff.
do you have
whole
to
row is filled with monster magazines, famous monster mags. Oh, Clockwork Orange. Wow.
Mike, happy birthday.
There you go. Thank you. Clockwork Orange for me?
Yes.
Thank you. Happy birthday a little early. My birthday's in 2 months, by the way. So great. September,
How old
October.
are you now? Oh, we won't talk
160.
about-
161. There you
Okay,
go.
161.
That's great. Okay, I'll take this
funny.
Clockwork Orange.
Oh my God, is that
Naranja
my castle?
Mechanica.
No, that's an extra castle.
But this is the greatest. All filled with monster magazines.
I remember when my dad took me
Famous
to-
monsters.
Can I talk now?
Yes, you can, sir.
Okay. I remember when that castle up there, my dad took me to FAO Schwartz when I was 10 years old.
My favorite
and
store.
Bought me it like right above where our family apartment was, and bought me that castle. And I remember it was $100. In 1974, it was $100.
Whoa.
I mean, that was I don't know.
I used to circle the fort. You could buy a fort. Instead of building the treehouse, you would buy a fort. And I'd circle. I think it was $999. I never got it, but I always would circle it every year. I wanted the
$999?
fort. It was a fort, an actual fort with wood or plastic wood or whatever that you would buy. It was $999.
Oh, you mean a full-size
$1,000, a real fort you would buy, and I always wanted that one,
That
but I never
sounds
got it.
cool.
Yeah, it was great. But
That's
look
a
at
lot of
this,
money.
monsters and heroes. Okay, I mean, just this. You've got cases and cases of monster books, famous monsters number.
You're a famous monster.
I am a monster of the comic book world. Wow, this is awesome. Look, and they're mint. Absolute beautiful mint. Famous monsters in the 30s and the 40s, 200s, the 50s, Monster Times. Now, these were not so popular, and now, I believe this is the Godzilla issue, right? Monster Times, you got Godzilla. Oh, these are great now, Anthony, with the Godzilla movies back in vogue. Oh, by the way, as an aside, Inoshiro Honda, the director of the first Godzilla movie, Gohira, who also directed Rodan. It's not Rodan, what I was saying. I just watched it the other day. It still holds up. It was absolutely wonderful. And the background motif was not as musical as in Godzilla. They have that martial thumping of the music as he was menacing Tokyo, but the special effects, the sound in Rodan was the sounds of the planes flying and Rodan's supersonic attack and his speed. You'd hear the sound of the planes coming. It was just so super cool watching that. The Rodan movie was super cool, and they say in the new Godzilla movie, which will be coming out after Big Apple is March 9th and 10th next year, it's going to be in May of next year, that he might be the strongest monster of all the monsters, Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra. But what a great movie. But all this cool stuff, man. This is an amazing warehouse of stuff. Monster Mags, Famous Monsters number 61. Get your Famous Monsters here. Absolute mint. So, here you go. Anthony, let's make a deal. I think I want to buy some of these monster books, but if you're ready. So, all right, so that's our tour of Anthony's warehouse. What do you say? You want to go back outside and
Yeah, let's get some air.
and do one more deal?
Yes.
Okay, one last deal of the day.
What do you want to take?
Anthony, I'm interested. You want to make a
Mags.
deal on the monster stuff? I think I can make a deal with you. Let's do it. I'd be open to this.
You want them all back?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All 30,000?
There's more than that, but let's make a deal. We can count them. I'll buy them all.
30,000.
Monsters and heroes and everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm interested. All right.
Sounds
How
good.
about let's count them at
We can deal with the price later.
well, $5 a piece, and you can have the monsters and heroes for $2.
Great.
But you got to take them all.
Let's work it out. I think I'm
Gotta
ready.
take 'em
I'll
all.
make you an offer. It'll
Take
be
'em all.
close.
We got to make room.
Oh, look at this. Tarzan, left and right, foreign Tarzan, Phantom King. Awesome stuff.
Who's this guy?
Hey, how you doing?
What are you doing
What's up,
here?
Anthony? How are you, sir? Good. Good to see you. Welcome. Okay. So, this is just, wow, Anthony, I'm impressed with how really organized this is here. It's great.
Well,
gonna
I've
find
had,
a
Really,
mic.
really nice.
I've had a full-time guy here for 3 years, so it should, you know, and another
Wow,
guy.
look at that. All this Tarzan stuff.
Yeah, you sold me that deal.
Yep. Just a little, we sold it online. Here we go. We did it right here.
Yeah,
There you
listed
go.
them all as singles. They didn't sell us a lot,
Well, there you go. They should have bought them. The singles add up to more.
of course, but, you know.
There you go. Okay, wow. Absolutely amazing. Original Tarzan, Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Mike,
of course.
take the horse.
I like the horse.
What do you give me for the horse?
How much?
Can you put it in your car right
yeah,
now?
how about we'll take $100 off our next deal?
$100?
I'm buying a horse for $100.
A horse carousel horse.
$100 off the next deal.
You got to give me $250.
I knew you'd say $250. All right, I'll think about that. I think we
What
can
do you
make a
mean you
deal
think
on the
about
horse.
that? That's half. I mean, those are $500 things.
I'll take $200 off the next deal.
But you have to take it with you now.
Okay, I'll take it with me. I'll ride out on it.
Right out.
I'll ride out on
You
the horse. Come
know-
on, let's go outside. We'll do one last deal. We'll say goodbye to everybody.
F you and the carousel horse you just rode in on.
Sounds great. F you, horse.
Aw, Sharon
what I
found a
found.
toy she liked.
I
Oh.
love Barbies. Found a Barbie Supergirl.
Nice. Barbie Supergirl. How sweet.
That's so cute.
You're a Barbie Supergirl.
It's awesome.
Okay, Anthony,
Okay,
this is
so-
absolutely amazing.
Let's
Wow, what's
go
that
out-
up there? What's that? That's just a nice, cool poster, right, Frank Miller? Signed
Oh, my
Cincy.
God.
What's that from? Tell me about
Yeah,
that.
this is the problem with having a warehouse where you have a location. This guy walked in the space and sold me this. He's like, oh, it's just too big. He had that thing framed. That must have cost hundreds
That's
of dollars to get
amazing.
framed. And I'm like, dude, I don't even want it. He's like, oh, give me $100 or something like that. And I'm like, okay.
It looks so cool buried in the back of your warehouse. It's
Well,
great.
you know, anybody that wants it wants to come pick it up, you know, you can, I'll make you a deal. Yeah, that's
$200, they get it.
Probably.
Okay, there you go. That and the horse you rode in on.
That and the carousel horse you rode in on.
Come on, Daredevil, let's go.
We're taking Daredevil.
I like
I
Daredevil.
like Daredevil.
How about 500 for Daredevil and the horse?
No, I'm not
Okay.
selling this.
see?
This is Marvel memorabilia.
I like that. Put them together. Well, we could probably do a tour a week, a tour a month of the warehouse.
Yeah, and find
Okay,
new
so
stuff.
let's do that. A tour a month of the warehouse. People can write in, and sign in and Skype in and email in and ask to what they want to see in the warehouse. And we'll do a tour a month.
That'd be fun.
That'd be great, right?
love that.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, a tour a month. So tell us what you want to see here in Moonachie. The
Yes.
land of collectibles. It ain't the land of make-believe, it's
I
the
have
land
the
of believe it or
store.
not. We've got it.
I have the store in Leonia. That's going to be open ASAP. And then you can always come by and shop for what you're looking for online, because everything that's listed in the inventory is on the eBay store and the art website.
All right, I got your last deal of the day.
You're the last deal
I'm going
of
to
the
tell you
day.
the price first, and then I'm going to tell you what you get for it.
Okay,
How's
let's
that?
do the price first and count down from there.
500 for the deal.
Ugh.
It's a complete Superman set. To start with
The
the
first
wrapper.
one?
Cards.
Yep, in nice shape.
Collectible cards.
Okay, you got a Mickey Mouse card. You got a wrapper, Funny Valentine's, World War II. Look at these, complete wrappers. Sealed wrappers, whatever.
Okay.
Bubblegum.
Another, bubblegum cards, another $100+ worth of cards. You got 2 fanzines. You got the Wolverton art. This is worth $300. You gotta sell it. It's all Basil Wolverton. He did a set of the Bible story.
Yeah.
So, that's part of that.
What's
okay?
your favorite story from the Bible, Mike?
The Old Testament.
No.
Part the Red Sea. There you go, okay?
This is-
What's your favorite story from the Bible?
The New Testament.
There you go. Okay, old and new. You got some big books, probably worth like
Big.
$25 to $35 a piece because they're not great shape. Pulps, this, bunch of paperbacks.
Didn't I already buy all the pulps,
No, you didn't
Mike?
buy all the. No,
Yeah,
there's
come
more
on,
pulp.
man.
Amazing stories.
This is what, you know,
So
I
you get
can't,
all this.
I can't buy again at what I already bought in the
Oh
other
wait,
deal.
wait, and the key to this.
The key.
The key. This is
Wait a
King
minute.
Kong.
Is it
Where's
gonna
It's
the
King
key?
Kong. It's a seal. It's a poster of King Kong. It's a Spanish, but it's King Kong re-released from the
1955.
From the 50s. 52, 53. This is $200-300 alone.
Well, there was
you
this-
go.
there was a
$500. It should be $600 with that, but fine.
There
you
was
can
a
have it. There
specific
you go.
55
I
re-release.
paid $200 for this in a flea market in Chicago that morning when I was there. So there you go.
Why
Do you want
is
it?
it
There's
so-
your other deal of the day. That alone is $300. This is the same, so there you go. Plus the Wolverton, plus all of this stuff.
All right, you owe me 400, right?
No, I don't owe you 400.
Why, don't you owe me?
We took that against the other deal. We took that
Oh,
against the
no,
other
I
deal, the
wanna
one
do
that bought
that
into
deal.
half of. So there you go. Okay, we got 500 to go with this.
Okay, so what do you
That
think?
I don't know about. No.
What is that?
Now, The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway, and it's signed Pop. Now, I gotta look that up, whether Hemingway signed his stuff Pop.
I don't think so. But
You
there
don't
you
think
go.
so now?
I doubt
You
it.
never know.
I don't know,
I
it
don't
rings
think
a
so.
bell, no?
Okay. Well,
It rings a bell!
okay, great. Yeah.
Get it?
For whom the bells
For
ring.
whom the bell tolls, yes.
For whom the bells ring. Okay, are we done with this deal? The last deal of the day? It looks perfect in the warehouse. It adds to all the other stuff that you got there. Okay, I think we're going to say goodbye to everybody here in
Well, I
Moonachie.
want
We have to
everybody
wrap it
to
up.
say goodbye. Come
Okay,
on,
come on,
crew.
everybody. Let's say goodbye.
Where is everybody?
Oh, I got some Red Bull to say goodbye with. That's great.
Come on, everybody, come out and
Fabulous.
say goodbye.
Just in time,
Sign
man.
off.
Just in time. One for you, Sharon.
Just
I'm not sure
say
why these are so
goodbye.
gigantic, but what the heck. Here,
Oh my
everybody
gosh,
gets a
they're
Red
big.
Bull. Here you go.
Oh,
Okay.
I want some Red Bull.
Here you go.
Can I have
It's
one?
open. Yep,
Yeah.
you get one. There it is. Would you like one?
Is this sugar-free?
No.
It's free of sugar.
It is?
No.
No, this is real.
Cheers.
This is tons of
Okay, everybody, thank you for coming.
No,
Cheers,
I want
everybody.
everybody out.
We'll see you.
Get me instead.
All right.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
Everybody's busy
Maybe
working.
from Baltimore.
Making you money.
So yeah, next week we're going to be in Baltimore, and the week after that, the year after that, we're going to be at the New York Comic Con, and we'll be shooting from the New York Comic Con. If you want to come by and shoot for Selling Heroes on camera and do
Sell
a
us
deal,
your stuff.
sell us your stuff at the New York Comic Con.
We want to
We'll
buy
be
your
there.
stuff before it. We'll travel to you.
Or if you're going to be in Baltimore, we'll be down there, and with a nice big presence of artwork and comic books.
Call my phone number 201-892-1212
Are you-
or
are you
Mike Carbell at
in
gmail.com.
Baltimore?
Yeah, I'll be in Baltimore all weekend.
All right, from
Hi, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
Let's say
From
Selling
Moonachie, New
Heroes.
Jersey.
Selling Heroes.
Signing off.
Yay!
Bye, everybody. Thank
See
you.
you all later.
From Anthony Carbell, Sharon, and the
SEELLINGHEROES.
and the staff of Anthony's Comic Book Art.
Bye.